So it's going to be really easy. You know that target symbol? It's really easy. Just a target symbol, the crosshairs. I use that as just a guide for, of course, what you need to focus on. Focus, page 1, very easy. So you can see the target symbols, focus, and then right after that, what does it say after that?
On
your
power.
power. Yeah. Because that's the very first thing that you need to do when you want your dreams to come true. You got to focus on your power. Look at this graphic right here. See those target symbols? You know, the O is on every word. Focus on your power. So right now, when you want to get something accomplished in your life, you got to use mental power to focus, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do I want to get done this week? What do I want to get done this month? What do I want to achieve for myself this year, right? Focus on your power. What are your powers that you can utilize and channel to make that happen for yourself? Focus on your power. Yeah, so remember that this world is based upon commercialism. And the commercialism is designed to distract your focus. It's designed to plant a seed of suggestion as a commercial to get your focus turned away so that you can consume their product, right? So that's what the whole entire world is designed upon, capturing your mind. But what we are here, Spaz and I are here for, is to help you and teach you how you have to take control of your mind, right? And use your own powers to focus on what you want, not what the commercialized world wants you to focus on. So let's really bring that into your own individualized mind space, yeah? And remember that this world is a fight for focus, because we are constantly bombarded with massive amounts of information. So let's turn the page. Once you start focusing on your power, you're going to feel strong and confident. You're going to feel good about yourself. And once you start feeling good about yourself, you feel like you're respecting yourself. You feel like the way you're feeling about yourself is you're congruent, or you're in harmony with what you want to achieve. And when you feel that way, you want to set out what it is you want to achieve. So after you focus on your power, what is the next thing you need to focus on? Focus on your goal. Very good. Spaz, would you like to maybe add anything to that? Maybe on how to focus on a goal, perhaps?
My goal was my passion. I found something that I wanted to do that I was passionate about, and that helped me set my goals, because I had a passion to DJ. I wanted to become a DJ, and so I knew that this is what I wanted to do. No matter what anybody else said, I knew I wanted to be a DJ, and my goal was to become the best DJ I could be in the world. I set my goals to be the best in the world, and I may not have been the best in the world, but I've been named the best in the state and a couple other places. So, my goal was my passion, was finding my passion. So like finding your power could be a passion too, what you love to do.
Awesome. Let's give them a round of applause. So what about a goal? Who would like to share what their immediate goal is right now, just for the week? Yes, Cass.
My immediate goal is to lose 2 pounds this week.
2 pounds. Let's give her a round of applause for that. Very good. Awesome. Anybody else? Immediate goals. Immediate or mid to long-term goals. Anybody? What is your goal? We are here to teach you how to focus on your goal. Who's got a goal?
I got my goal tonight.
Tonight? What is your goal tonight?
What's your goal? Sorry.
My goal is to win a game.
Win a game. All right. Congratulations. All right. Okay, so when you win the game, you got to focus on your power, and then, of course, you got to focus on your... Exactly. Maybe have some hard situations that you have to endure and go through. You realize that that's going to require a lot of determination and work. And even though you may have your power and you may have your goal, you have to face the reality that it's going to take work to get there. And so, what does the next one say right here? Focus on your work. Very good. So let's write that in. Just go right over the lines right here. Very good. So if you ever notice in bars, a lot of people can get intoxicated and then talk a lot. Talk about what they want to do, talk about what they've done. You know, sometimes when they get really buzzed, you know, they can dream up the dream talk, you know, about living the life and how sometimes, you know, they can just you start jet setting, right? But you realize, you know, maybe they just love to talk about it. Maybe they love to fantasize about their goals and talk about how great they are. But what it really comes down to, getting what you want out of life is focusing on your work. And sometimes, you know, there can be some very charismatic, very persuasive people that can talk and manipulate themselves through situations and other people and, you know, convince them to, you know, help them out with certain causes. But they're just trying to bypass the work area of it because they don't have a strong enough work ethic. So you have to be really careful about getting influenced by those types of people, because what it really boils down to, if you've ever studied people who become successful in their own life, they have a really strong work ethic. They don't waste time. And Spaz and I are here. I've heard Spaz's story before, and it just really touched my heart when he was relaying on how many hours of time that he was putting in to his craft and his work, because he was solidly fixed on his goal, hours and hours every single day to, you know, become the best. And that's what it really boils down to. So try to avoid your mind from over fantasizing what you want in your life. Focus on your work. What is the immediate work at hand that you need to get done? So if you have an entrepreneurial pursuit, you know, what can you do to create a game plan, and then what can you do to set aside time that you would normally want to hang out with your friends and cruise around with? Can you set aside blocks of time where you can start working on your goal, working on your plan? That means putting ideas to the paper, getting on the phone, you know, seeing if you can get some investors, you know, start really utilizing all the resources that you have right here in this immediate area and start working hard. Would you like to add to that, Spaz?
That is a proven fact, and I can speak from my own experience. There are other DJs coming up, but they didn't put the work in. They felt that they were good enough, their talent was good enough, and that's all they needed was just be able to DJ. But I worked and I pounded the pavement to get my name out there, making mixes, throwing parties so people could come see me spin, because nobody's going to give me a chance. So I had to make own parties. People paid $2 to come in and see me DJ and pass off. I mean, I didn't have a crew. I was the flyer crew. I was a setup crew. I was a DJ. I was everything because I didn't have that. So I worked really hard to build my brand, and I will show you a DVD of what I do and stuff like that. But work, you can't get around from that. My brother wanted to be a rapper, but he didn't want to put the work in. He was really talented, but he didn't excel. He was good at his time, but as time went, he never advanced. He never put the work in. As Seth said, for me to become the best, I would practice 8 hours a day. 8 hours a day I would DJ. I would get up 5 o'clock in the morning, practice for 2 hours, do my homework at school, come run home, practice until dinner is ready, clean up, wash dishes, go back and DJ until I had to turn the stuff off, until my mom said, do you know what time it is? Go sleep. But I loved it so much, I knew I had to be the best. We didn't have internet at that time, so I couldn't watch a YouTube on how to DJ. I had to figure out on my own and put the work in. And I always tell DJs or people come out always tell me, what is the secret to being a great DJ? What is the secret? And I told them 3 words, the best advice I can give you. Practice, practice, practice. In other words, put in the work.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, when I was learning how to surf, age 9, my brothers were they were both advanced surfers, and I was growing up in Newport Beach, and everyone was wanting to become a pro surfer. And you know, when I was 9 years old, I was 5 miles away from the beach, and I would wake up at 5:30 in the morning and get my surfboard ready. I had it on the back of my bicycle rack. Yeah, I had bicycle rack, surfboard rack on the back of my bicycle. Had my backpack filled with towels, beach towel, and a full suit. And at 5:30 in the morning, I was riding 5 miles all the way down to the beach, and then surfing for like 6 hours, 3 to 5 hours straight. And then I would ride all the way back to my house in Costa Mesa, from Costa Mesa to Newport Beach. And I did that for 3 years, riding 5 miles a day. I was stoked that my parents let me do that, but eventually, as I kept doing that, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, I kept getting better and better and better. I put that hard work in, and then eventually, at age 17, I became a pro surfer, because that was in my heart, that was my destiny. So whatever it is, whatever you have in your heart that you want to come true, take it from us. You have to work really, really hard to make that dream come true. But if it's in your heart, you're already going to love doing it, though. It's not going to be drudgery. Yeah, so are we all cool with focus on your work? You guys feeling good with that? Feeling inspired and encouraged? All right. Okay, now let's turn the page. All right, let's write that in. So, have you ever heard of the phrase, blank makes the world go round?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what is that word?
Money.
Focus on your money. Okay, we're going to write that in. Would anyone, you guys are really smart, so I want you to teach me and Spaz something. What do you think it means to focus on your money? What do you think that means?
Don't spend it so easily.
What'd you say?
Impulse buying, man.
Don't spend
Don't spend it so easily.
don't spend it so easily. So save, don't just blow it. And what was yours? Focus on being rich. Yeah? Yeah.
Don't blow it, man.
Anything else? Yeah?
Need like a financial goal or something.
A financial goal, very good. So that goes back to the goal, right? Remember a couple pages back, focus on your goal, right? Focus on your work,
Don't blow it.
focus on your power, focus on your money. So when you have a lot of money, does it give you more options in life?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can maybe travel to California, yeah? Travel to California and cruise. You can maybe buy your own condo, yeah? You can actually use it in a good and positive way as well. I know Spaz has his own TV channel on OC16 called Dis and Dat. So,
That's where I see it from.
you know, he's with his wealth, he's created a media corporation that is promoting lots of other artists here in Hawaii. You know, so you can use your wealth very wisely, and you can, you know, project lots of positivity and progression and productivity into the world by using your money wisely. And so you don't want to come into the classification of identifying certain types or groups of people that have money, like, oh, you know, they're rich, they have this attitude right here. You don't want to classify it, because that kind of pushes you away from the money, your money goals, right? You want to have your own money goals, which means that you don't want to allow anyone to influence you into thinking that you cannot make a lot of money and be successful or wealthy in whatever situation that you're growing up in. So remember, focusing on your power means that you are deciding what you want to focus on, and you're not allowing anybody else to influence you otherwise from your dreams and goals. So whatever that dream or goal is, that money goal, focus on it. Use that target symbol, MONEY. What is my money focus? How much money do I want to have? How much wealth do I want to have? Because when you are setting that higher standard for yourself, you will meet that higher standard. People who set low standards for themselves as far as like where they want to be in life, guess what happens? Those low standards are met. And so when you set a higher standard for yourself, what you want to do is you want to strive towards that by focusing on that. So please always remember that. That's your own personal vision and dream that you should hold in your heart, and don't allow anybody to influence you otherwise. Spaz, would you like to add to that?
Yeah, sure. At 10 years old, I decided I wanted to be a DJ. That's when I decided. I saw a DJ DJing at our school dance, and I wanted to be a DJ. At 10 years old, we were on welfare. We didn't have money, so when I came home and told my parents I wanted to be a DJ, they said, "Where are you getting the money from to buy all this equipment?" So I had to make a plan. At 10 years old, I got a job delivering newspaper all the way till I was 15. For 5 years, I could get a worker's permit. I got a job at Zippy's washing dishes. That was my first real job. And then over the summer, when I turned 16, I steam cleaned carpets. And I saved up to $10,000, and that's how I started my business. I had from 10 years old. I didn't know it was called a business plan. I just knew that I needed money. My parents didn't have the money to set me up with DJ equipment, so I had to go and save money. So I saved money from 10 years old all the way till 16. At 16, I owned my own company, my own mobile DJ company, going out DJing parties and stuff. So I had a plan, and I was focused on my money because I had to make the money first. And then for me, it built character because I earned money. I wasn't given. So I knew the value of like, oh, this is a lot of money. Do I want to buy that equipment or that equipment? And I've learned to buy the best money can buy because it'll last longer. When I went cheaper, it broke and I ended up paying more. So anyway, that was just how I got focused on my money.
So are we all good with that? Yeah? Okay, let's turn the page. Last but not least, can't do any of this without the what?
Love.
Passion for it.
Yes, exactly. Very good. So let's write that in. Get your pens. Okay, focus on your love. So, there's lots of things we can love in this world. There's, you can fall in love. You can love what you do. You can love, musical artists. You can love actors and movies and everything like that. There's lots of things we can love. But what we really want to do in making your dreams come true is learning how to focus on your love. So that would mean, what is it I want to do? What is my truest interest? What is my passion? It's not what someone else wants me to do. What do I want to do? What is my calling? What is my destiny in life? What do I feel is in my heart of hearts that I want to achieve in my life? And what happens is you have to start cultivating the heart. You have to start cultivating the heart. The heart has to be brought up into the mind of what you want. The mind, the vision has to be infused with passion or love. So you always want to remember that. Focus on your love. So try not to get too much caught up in the headspace and the details up here. Give yourself some time each and every day to just calm yourself and just start listening to your heart. Start listening more closely to your heart. Start asking that intuitive area in your heart, what is it really that I want for myself and want for my life? And when your heart gives you that answer, brings it into your mind, then what you want to do is you want to hold that love in your heart for what you're doing. And you always want to remember, people, even if you don't get along with other people or don't respect or don't like someone, their personality, for some reason in this world, people always get respected when you are able to sense that they're passionate about what they're doing. So even though, you may not connect with them, on a personality level, you're still able to respect them because they passionately go after what they want, because they're using their heart to achieve what they want for their life. So, and you know, from like fighting wars, you know, in the military, or, you know, a politician that wants to become president, or starting your own company, or, you know, doing something that no one else has done before. You know, you have to focus on your love for it. If it's not something that you really love to do, then you know, like with what Spaz was relaying, he was talking about how he had to wash dishes. You know, it might not have been something that he was loving to do at that time, but he had a larger goal ahead of him, right? The larger goal ahead of him was to become the DJ, but he needed the equipment, so what he had to sacrifice that certain time and doing something he didn't like to do. He forced himself to do that because it was the love that was causing him to do that. So you always want to remember, focus on your love, focus on your passion. Would you like to add to that?
Yes.
Yeah.
My love was DJing. That's all I wanted to do. My goal was to become a DJ because I loved it. I could do it every day. I was told that you don't really make that much money and DJing is more of a hobby, not a career, but I didn't care. Now fast forward, I get paid to do what I love to do. I get paid to play music and make people have a good time. I get to do my passion every day, and I love it. People think I'm crazy because I don't really have days off. Like, I work 7 days a week, 16-hour days, but I love it. It's not work. If you love what you do, you never have to work a day in your life. If you love what you do, your job, you never have to work, because that's not work to me. I get to hang out, meet people, play music, see people having a good time. So my love was DJing. So find your passion, find your love, and focus on that. Don't worry about people saying, oh, why you want to be a custodian? That don't make money. But if you love doing it, you love making a campus beautiful, that's your passion. You can't take it away from that. If you're going to be a doctor because they say, oh, you make a lot of money, but you hate blood and everything else, why are you going to do it? Don't do it for the love of money. Do it because you love to do it, and the money will come.
So out of those 5 focuses, focus on your, which out of those 5 focuses do you think is the most important for you guys individually? So pick one of them. Pick one of them. We're going to share each one. Okay? Just pick out of the 5 focuses, those last 5 pages, which one do you think that you need to focus on the most right now? And then just show it, just show it like this. Okay? Okay, just turn to that page.